and if you're in the concrete industry, most people understand that typically the most skilled person on the job site, the highest paid person on the job site, the person who has mastered this. This is your screed. Okay? I'm going to give you a whole bunch of little tips. If you're new to screeding, new in the concrete industry, and you're struggling to learn how to do this, I'm going to give you some awesome pointers to make it way, way easier, and you're going to learn a lot about it. First of all, this tool, you need to treat this tool. This tool is a razor knife. It's a scalpel. It is not a shovel. It is not a rake. It is not a come-along. Okay? It's going to be treated with care and precision, so you're going to have controlled movements, right? To do that, you got to have a little bit of coordination. Coordination is going to be basically being able to feel one side without looking at it. So my goal is going to be to get one side flat while I'm kind of floating the other side. Then I'm going to repeat the process on the other side, along my print, along my floorboard. And then last, I'm going to even out the center with a pass down the middle. That's basically what we repeat. So, as you're working backwards, you're going to learn, because it's not going to come naturally, you're going to learn to kick in your boot holes. You're going to do it so many times that eventually you just do it without even thinking about it. So again, we're going to carve one side flat to the floorboard. We're going to carve the other side flat to the print. We're going to even out the center. We're going to not even look. We're going to kick our boot holes in without even looking at it. We're going to repeat. Now there's a couple of things that'll make doing this easier. Learning easier. One, break up your pins, right? So we're putting grade pins. That's how I set this pin print. You can see there's another grade pin all the way down there. I have this set to be able to do it with an 8-foot level. Grade pin's now the center of a 16-foot driveway. Or not good enough yet to do this with an 8-foot level. Switch to a 6 or a 5-foot screen board and put 2 pins across instead of one down the middle. That's going to make it significantly easier to this concrete. So, when you're watching me do this, right, it looks smooth and everything. That's why I say we need to treat this tool like a razor knife, like exactly. You need to keep in mind, every time I have a couple of inches of mud in front of this, I'm pulling a couple 100 pounds of concrete. So, you want it to be as smooth and easy as possible. You need somebody, one, on a hook who can lay it down really good, or if you don't have that ability or you're pouring out of the truck, you're going to need 1 or 2 people on a come-along or a rake to lay this thing down nicely. If you're letting it pile up to the height of the screed board, you are not going to be able to move that efficiently. You're not going to be able to make it to the end of the driveway. Let the gas out and go to that way. So, want to learn. Like anything in life, practice, start putting in the reps. I love to get guys practicing on paver base. So we install pavers as well as concrete. Paver base, you're using all the same principles we just discussed here. The only difference is there's no time for you. It's not wet. It's not going to set up on you. The pump's not going to bury you. It's just base material. That is a beautiful place to start learning this skill. Remember, why do you want to learn this skill? Everybody knows the guy who can screed is usually the guy who gets paid the most.